Okay. All right. Hey guys, I'm Callie Chung with World of Callie, and I am back on OBS streaming for my YouTube.
Okay.
Wait,
All right.
I think
Hey
there is
guys.
a lag or an echo, so I have to just double check and make sure this is going okay because the last time I did this on OBS, it kicked me off, probably because my MacBook Pro is too old. But anyways, yay. If you're joining me right now, yay. If you're watching it later, thank you so much. Once again, I just want to say in the very beginning that I do have a Patreon, and that's patreon.com/World of Cali. That helps me with a lot of the adventures that I go on throughout Japan and all the content that I bring to you guys. So thanks. All right. So I'm looking at the live chat right now. Hey, Grimlock, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Billy, thank you so much for coming back. Um, just to let you guys know that Super Chat is enabled, and that basically is a way for you to donate to your favorite YouTubers via chat. So that is an option too. All right. Hey, Plex fam, and hi, Ohayo, Dong Kim. Okay, so let's see. Basically, this live streaming is in part to one of my Patreon friends, Belfort. He oh my gosh, the Japanese words are coming to my head. He registered and signed up to be a $7 pledge friend. So one of the things that he gets to do for that tier is to choose my next topic for discussion. And today's topic is all about comparing Japan and America, and my future and dreams and ambitions. You guys are more than welcome to chime in at any time with any questions. I am monitoring all of the comments. I do want to say though, and Mr. Goodwine TV, thank you. I missed being on here. It's just been a little bit crazy with work, which I will tell you guys about. But yeah. And then really quick though, because I am going to be diving into some of my personal life. Um, I did have a stalker incident many years ago, and that kind of traumatized me in a sense that in some aspects I really do love my privacy. So I will be sharing only the things that I'm comfortable with sharing, just so that something like that doesn't happen again. Basically, the guy knew where I lived, and without going into too much detail, it just became he scared me so much that I moved. I moved because of him. And it was one of those moves that happened very quickly. I didn't tell anyone about it. So, yeah, and then I took myself off of social media and everything. And yeah, trying to build it back up from there was kind of difficult. But here I am. So that's my short story. Okay, so really quick before I dive into some of the questions that Belfort had, Billy, my favorite dead or alive character is probably Li Fang. I'll never forget when I was modeling at one of the E3s for Tecmo Koei. Um, one of my friends, I don't know if he wants me to use his real name, so I'm just going to use his a code name, um, Dr. Dog. He suggested that I cosplay as Li Fang, and that's when I got to kind of know her character and her fighting style and all that. And she was really one of my first cosplays that I introduced at SDCC, and that got a lot of views, and I got to be interviewed by oh gosh, Greg Benson. He was hilarious. So if you already know Greg Benson, just type him up. This was several SDCCs ago, but you can't miss me because from what I'm wearing, you just can't miss me. Okay, all right. Hey Michael, so glad you could join us. And Victor, yay! Thank you so much for joining. Yeah. For the most part, fans are awesome and great. It's just when somebody just gets a little close to you as a stalker, that just kind of gets scary. And when I get scared, I cry. Like I really cry when I get scared. So yeah. Yes, Michael. Yes, yes. My Leafing interview. Thank you. Yeah, I should cosplay as Kasumi. I feel like so many people have cosplayed as her, and she is one of the major ones. I like to focus on like supporting characters. So that's just my personality, but I will look into it. Actually, I did cosplay as Tifa from Final Fantasy. One of my videos, if you go through my channel, I went to WonderCon as Tifa, and that was really fun. Well, yeah, I miss cosplaying. Okay, okay, all right. Gotta get to. Got. I only have 1 hour with you guys before I have to jump back onto other things, but all right. So Belfort asked about my future and my dreams and ambitions. I know everyone has dreams and ambitions, um, and you do too. And best the best thing that I've heard was my boss. He specifically said, or he specifically asked, what is your passion? Because I feel like your passion will drive you to your goals. Um, Sadly, I don't really have like this. I Before I used to have this great passion to just always be acting and always being performing, but I realized what drove me to do that. So after I figured it out, I was able to come to terms with other aspects of the entertainment industry, which I really love, such as casting. So, as far as my future goes, in Japan it's a little different. I'm more on the producing assistant, production assistant side. So more of being hands on, seeing the other stuff that goes on behind the scenes, how to get a film developed, all the stuff that comes with it, like budgeting and location scouting and just taking care of crew. So it's not as glamorous, actually. Yeah, it's not as glamorous as what I'm used to, is being in front of the camera. But it is a good opportunity for me to learn like all aspects of the industry, because I did more of being on camera and stuff. So my future and ambitions here in Japan, that would be it. If I ever do go back to California, I would actually go back into casting. Um, I would say that's the closest thing to one of my passions right now. I love auditioning actors. I love reading with them and coaching them. And for a while, that was my job. I don't know if some of you have known that, but I got to coach Japanese actors as far as how to break down a script, especially the Hollywood scripts, and how to get in how to break down a character, and just to help them focus and self tape and just a lot of the things that they don't know, because in Japan the industry here is very different. So am I boring you guys? I feel like okay, all right. Sometimes I have my moments of like, oh my gosh, am I putting anybody to sleep? So I'm sorry. Okay, so that's gonna be it for my dreams and ambitions. And later on, down below in the comments, I would love to hear your guys' dreams and ambitions. One of my other passions is to help people. So if I can help you in any way, with information or just introducing you to somebody, I'll try. Okay. No, Michael. Okay. All right. Hey Ronald, thank you so much for joining from Miami. I was actually looking at like what is it? The best time to visit Florida yesterday, and it seems to be like springtime, right? Other than that, it's like after September. So, yes, I was looking into that. Okay, really quick. Yeah. Yeah, Michael, my job. So, yeah, regarding my job too, there are a lot of aspects I can't talk about. But next week I'm going to a premiere. So I will post pictures and, special pictures for my Patreon friends. So that's coming up. So I'm excited. That I can talk about. Okay. All right. Um, Wait, Michael, do you live really close to Ronald? Just curious. Okay. No. Yes, for you. Just put me on and just turn down the volume and you can just yeah, doze off to sleep. By the way, do you guys ever like put something under your pillow and hope that it helps you dream about that certain thing? Like when I needed to study for exams and finals, I would like put my homework under my pillow, pray that like I would get good grades and stuff. And I did. I did. So okay. Um Panhandle. I don't know about the panhandle. Oh, and Billy, thank you so much for bringing up the question. Did I meet the Netflix Punisher himself? John Bernthal. I did meet him when he was on the panel for The Walking Dead the very first year, and he's super cool. He really is. Um, and that what is it that makes me want to say that if I miss your questions, please bring it up again because I'm scrolling and I know I'll come down to people's questions. Okay. All right. So moving on. Do I like my current job? Yes. Yes. I like it. I like it, and I'm going to go through and probably one of my other jobs that some of you may find useful is teaching English because if you're ever thinking about coming to Japan and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want a job teaching English, this is where hopefully my input will help you guys and stuff. Um, if I visit Ronald, I will definitely visit you, Michael. Okay. Hi, Tattoo Mike. Okay. Your guys' comments are just distracting me. Before sleep make you more likely to dream. Yes, you know what? I tried messing with my brother too long time ago. Like, and my mom, I would like whisper vegetable names in their ears, and hopefully they'll like dream of cooking or something. Yeah. Okay. All right. Wait. Would I like to meet Thomas Jane as well? Oh, I don't know. I guess. Unfortunately I don't know what he looks like. I think Billy Zane was the Punisher for a while too. Am I wrong? Okay. All right. Really quick. So my other job, aside from doing production work, is teaching English. And basically, if you guys have a college degree, you guys can teach English here in Japan. As far as what companies to go with, um, you have a lot of choices. I would say the popular ones are Eon, that's Aeon, GABA, like GABA. Um, Nova's pretty high on the list. And then there's a JET program, which is through the Japanese government themselves. You can teach English at cultural centers. Um, there are just a lot of places to teach English. Sometimes you will get unlucky and be stuck basically babysitting little kids. So you want to like go through the job district description and make sure that's the kind of job that you want. The good thing about Japan is when they screen their people who they want to hire, they definitely take their time and they will probably have multiple interviews with you to make sure that you're interested and they're interested in you. Um, so if you go to gaijinpot.com, that's Gaijin pot, like what you eat oatmeal out of. I don't eat oatmeal out of pots, but that just came to mind. Gaijinpot.com, you can find a whole bunch of teaching English jobs there. Um, um, so so teaching English, I do like my work. I love meeting the locals here in Japan because they have such fascinating lives, and the more that you talk to them, you find out that you know what, everyone's kind of the same. Everyone has feelings and frustrations and families and boyfriend girlfriend troubles, eating troubles, money problems, and everyone has an opinion. And what's great is that when you speak English to them, they suddenly feel like they can be another person, and they talk about their opinions, and you know they're more vocal. I feel like so it's really cool. So that's that, and then yeah. All right, going back to the comments. Have I missed anything? And if you guys want to know more, please ask me in the comments. Or if you're watching this later on, ask me in the comments. I do reply back. So yeah. Oh yes, and happy Easter, everyone! Happy Easter! I oh my gosh, there's no Easter anything here. So who was it? My uncle messaged me, and he's a pastor, and he's like, "Happy Easter!" And suddenly I felt so guilty. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's Easter!" I totally missed it. But yeah, so happy Easter. I hope everyone is having a wonderful time with their family. And I do have to say, if you know like where Easter comes from and with Christ, I hope that you are celebrating in a glorious way with your church families and stuff. Okay, so wait, now I'm gonna I'm gonna go back and read all your comments. Um, La 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 la. Did I buy any Marvel toys when I was at the place in one of my videos? Billy, it was probably the Marvel exhibition. I did not buy a toy because they're too expensive. Unless suddenly my Patreon donations go woo. No, I did not get a toy. I did buy something for my Patreon friends that I'm going to be doing a Marvel May giveaway. And that name I'm going to credit to Michael Ruthier. He's so clever. Dude, you are so clever. He's the one that recommended the Virgin Killer sweater. So yeah. So for my Patreon friends in May, I'm going to do a giveaway on one of my live streams, and yeah, you'll get something Marvel that's specific in Japan, so you won't be able to find it in the States or at the Disney store. So okay, white people. That's right, yeah. So gaijin is the word that Japanese people use for foreigners. And at first I was offended, but then if you think about it, Japan is an island through and through. They were isolated from the rest of the countries. With Asia being like their close contact, Korean, China. So yeah, when they say gaijin, it just means like any foreigners. So yeah, you just get used to it. I'm even called gaijin sometimes, but it's like I'm still Asian. I'm still Asian, but yeah. Anyways, um, let's see. when, when I said pot, your mind wandered view. You know what? I've never tried pot before, so I don't know. Okay, but I'm sure it's fun. If you work for Eon, this from Michael. It's a question. If you work for Eon, does your schedule flux? Ah! Ah! Oh my god! I just got that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay. And I just watched Ghost in the Shell too, so I feel like that whole anime joke. If you guys don't get it, just type in Eon Flux. Okay. Let's see. I'm late, so you might have already answered this. When you went to Japan, did you already have a job waiting for you, or did you look for a job when you get there? Just Mike, that is a very good question. It's actually both. I'm I'm kind of those rare occasions. And I will go into both stories. So my job back in LA, it was waiting for me here, but my boss mentioned that I should practice more Japanese. So as I was going to Japanese school, I wanted to still earn more money. So that's when I looked into teaching English. And I did interview with several companies, and I actually got accepted into Nova. The problem is a lot of times your nights and weekends, it's like a retail job, your nights and weekends are going to be booked, especially because you're low on the totem pole as far as English teachers go. So unfortunately, I didn't want to give up my nights and weekends. Like I've worked so many jobs, I feel like I can be picky at this point with my scheduling. So now I work for a place where I can choose my schedule, and they've been very generous, and it works out well. So just keep that in mind. If yeah, you'll probably work nights and weekends. But the good thing is, like you can meet like a lot of cool people. I know Akasan meets like pretty women all the time. So I don't need to meet pretty women. I just want to meet interesting people. And, I've got a good range of students right now. My youngest student is like 10 years old, and it goes all the way to like 60 something. So it's good. Okay. Hope that answers your question. For me, Easter means I can finally eat. Oh my gosh, real dark. That is hilarious. Hilarious. Okay. And then really quick, a lot of times I am like I've met several of you at various conventions, so I know your real names, but I feel like a lot of people want to keep their anonymity, so I will address you by your screen names just in case. Okay. Aw, Kengo, happy Easter! Yay! I hope you're having a good Easter too. I don't know, how did you guys celebrate Easter? Or how do you normally celebrate Easter? Okay, Easter, just my Easter is not celebrated in Japan. It's um a big deal compared to some Christian country. Yeah, that's the thing that somebody pointed out. Like America in general was founded on a lot of Christian values. So Japan is founded on a lot of the Buddhists and a lot of spirits. Like think Princess Mononoke, how there's like a lot of spirits in nature. So that's their basis. So obviously, recently, the last 10 years or so, yeah, that's recent, right? That Christmas has become big, although they don't really know how they don't have the nativity scenes. They don't know that aspect of cultural Christmas. To them, Christmas is about couples hooking up and eating fried chicken. I'm not kidding. So it's a little different. Oh, and cake, Christmas cake. So yeah, I would have to say, as far as Christianity in Japan goes, it's still a minority, a very, very like low minority. If you guys watch Silence with Martin Scorsese, um, yeah, that was a very interesting film. And to this day, there are a lot of aspects, or there are Christians and Catholicism churches and yeah, places where you can worship, but it's not a majority. And I've heard that a lot of times people can't trust Christianity because a lot of the times culturally, people tend to distort the gospel. So it just kind of gets regarded as a cult or another religion. I don't know. I that might be America too. I don't know, but that's just from what I've been hearing and what I've been experiencing and seeing as I'm walking around and stuff. So, okay, hope that answers your questions. Let's see. Callie, did I watch Riverdale? No, I did not watch Riverdale. I'm actually watching Bates Motel. I just finished season one. I'm about to hit season two. So yeah, I love Netflix. Oh my gosh. Okay. But I finished all the Marvel series, so I'm just waiting for the Defenders to come out. Am I good at cooking Japanese dishes? Um, I wouldn't say I'm good, but I can I can cook something. I guess like the staple is like just a lot of mirin, soy sauce, and like goma sauce, like some type of like what is that? Oh my gosh, sesame seed oil. So yeah, there are some things. Some things. Okay. All right. Um, Yay, thanks, Kango, career queen. I wish. I so wish. Okay. Do we get to meet randomly at AX? Wait, Kango, when was the first time we met? I feel like no, we met at no, we did meet at AX. But I feel like we met somewhere else too. Okay. All right. I'm like whatever if someone used my name. Okay. All right. Did I catch up on Samurai Jack season 5? Not yet, Billy. I still have to watch JoJo. I'm still out there. So hopefully, maybe I can catch that sometime soon. By the way, really quick, for those of you who have watched Naruto, have you guys noticed like when everybody runs, like the ninjas, when they run, they've got their like hands back in the air, their arms back in the air? Yeah. I feel like wait, actually I watched an older what is it? Anime and they're doing that too. So I'm thinking that Naruto got that from the older anime. I just thought it was a Naruto thing, but okay. Do I have a bunch of attractive friends so you don't need more? Yes, you know what? I have to say Japanese girls here are pretty. Like when I first came to Japan, I was so shocked by how pretty these girls were. And everybody does their makeup and hair when they go out. So you always feel like you're watching pretty girls. And even now, even though I've gotten used to how girls look and stuff, in general, I would say they're pretty. Like they're so much more concerned about how they look and what they look like when they go outside. You never see people walking around in sweatpants or yoga pants, except me. I still do it because I want to be comfortable and I don't care. I'm not impressing anyone. So, but I do get those stares like, what are you wearing in public? You're wearing yoga pants, so it happens. Okay. Yes, Michael, that is it. Christmas. Um, Oh, Easter made for Japanese kids, cute bunnies. Oh, and bunnies are so cute here in Japan. I went to a bunny cafe. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Like so cute. The animals for some reason here in Japan are super cute. Like they're just super cute. I don't know like what they do, but like I don't know, even the stray cats, like they seem to understand and know you. Like, yeah. Okay. Anyways. Um Anime Christmas standards. I'm personally Christian, but I'm down to celebrate Christmas like that. Nice for you. Cake and fried chicken is awesome. Yes. Sephiroth. I'm interested in Japanese culture and language. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much, Steven. Yay. I'll be bringing more Japanese culture stuff to you guys because, as you know, Golden Week is coming up. And in Japan, they call Golden Week because a lot of the holidays falls around 1 week, so everybody just takes that whole week off, even though there's like I think a day or 2 days where you do have to go to work, but people just take the whole week off. And usually that is when people go on vacation. I'm going to talk about that later. Do I still have time? Oh my gosh, okay. I still have time. Okay. Yeah, my clock's up there. Even though I have oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways. Um Supercard. Oh my gosh, that was 2 years ago. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, Billy, I did see the live action Ghost in the Shell with Beat Takeshi. Yeah. My reaction to that is actually on Akasan's channel. So if you go to Akasan, you're gonna see his Ghost in the Shell video, or his reaction, and that's when he actually ran into "Don't kill me, don't kill me." I'm still, I was, oh my gosh, it's that gamer dude. What's his name? I'm gonna go to Akasan's Instagram right now. What's his name? Giphy? It's not Giphy. It's oh gosh. Oh gosh, what's his name? His name is Dashi. Sorry, I didn't know who Dashi was, but Akasan definitely did, and that's the day that he and I did a reaction to Ghost in the Shell. So check that out. Okay, I started going to AX and Cali stopped. Oh my gosh. Yes, very suspicious, Michael. Be like leaning forward while running, right? Like a ninja, right, Ryu? Leaning forward. Oh my gosh. Okay. Am I considering getting a Nintendo Switch? There are so many cute games. Tattoo Mike, I would love to, but I just don't have time. I still need to work on gaming more with the PS4. And Akasan mentioned the Playroom. So I think next week I'm going to do one of my Playroom streams and just check that out. And if you guys have PlayStation, PSN, maybe we can play together. So that would be cool. But yeah, so that's that. Okay. Yoga pants are nice, right? I, I'm dating a high school girl illegally. No. Okay. Gaijin Hunter. Just another gaming dude. Okay. School forces everyone to take 3 years of Spanish. It's so awful because I just want to start learning Japanese. Right. I know a lot of schools are starting to teach starting to offer other foreign languages. So hopefully like German or Korean. I know Chinese is one of the new things because people are realizing how important it is for business. My old high school just started teaching Japanese. Nice. See? Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Hold on. It's getting warmer here, you guys. It's getting warm, but I've got like this heat tech long sleeve shirt. It's the only thing I could find. Okay. Similarities and differences between living and working in Japan. Again, this was brought up by Belfort. on my Patreon feed. So similarities and differences, there are a lot, but I'm going to start with living in Japan and how different it is from living in LA. I know a lot of people, you live in different parts of the US. So what I say might be different because I'm going to be, you know, I know folks up in Oregon, they're more recycle savvy than LA. So, but this is just from my experience. Okay. La 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 la. Wait. I am torn. Do I go to your comments or do I talk about this? I'm just going to talk about this really quick. Okay. So one of the things recently, one of the differences of living in Japan versus living in LA is mold. I'm not kidding. Like mold. And I know a lot of people, I remember like in California or in LA, you would get that apartment agreement and it would say like, oh, if you have mold or be careful of mold. But like, I feel like mold grows so slowly, you can catch it and like, brush it off or use like some type of like Mr. Clean, like bleach, and you can just take care of it. But here in Japan, for some reason, like, like mold is crazy. Like I have to constantly be on the lookout for mold. I've got the fans running, the ventilators going. I recently got a dehumidifier because if the humidity in this apartment goes up over 50%, like that's like the prime feeding ground for mold. And I've seen all kinds of colors of mold in this apartment. So yeah, it's just that's one struggle that I had to deal with. Yeah, mold. Fruit prices in LA are so much cheaper. For one, in LA, I don't know about the rest of the world, rest of the nation, but we have 99-cent stores. And my friend told me, "Oh my gosh, Callie, I would never trust fruit from the 99-cent store." I know. But when you're on a budget, 99-cent stores, they have blueberries that you should probably eat that day, or bananas, or apples, oranges, kiwi, and honestly, you can get it for 99 cents. Now, if you go to Trader Joe's or Ralph's, they're still a very like reasonable price. You come to Japan and the fruit is ridiculously expensive. Like just a box of strawberries, right, is like three to $6, and the strawberries are like maybe 6 pieces. Or it's ridiculous. So every time I can eat fruit, like I'm always like, yay, fruits. So fruit. Okay. Trash. Taking out the trash. And on that note, they don't have garbage disposals like in the sink. There's no switch that you can just do this and it goes. They all have this type of like container that it kind of looks like a condom. You just like put it in there. Like it's like the sack that you put it in there and it collects all the stuff from your dishes and whatever, and you just like take out that little sack like every couple of days. But yeah, no garbage disposal. Um Wait, your comments are flying by. I have to check out your comments now. Okay, hold on. Do Tattoo Mike is asking, do I plan on going to Comic Con? Oh my gosh, Michael! Yay! Michael just on Super Chat, he just donated $10. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, and you're working really, really hard. So oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. I'll have to do a special post for you too. Okay. Um by the way, did you get your birthday gift? I did get my free pass to Comic-Con. It's there just in case. I don't know if I can get the days off or if I'm going to have enough funds to go to SDCC cuz yeah. Okay, but I have my ticket just in case. Okay. Live action Ghost in the Shell is it Japanese dubbed? Actually, you can watch both here in Japan. If you catch it, actually, yeah, a lot of the Hollywood movies, they'll have the original voices or they'll have the dub version. Like I watched Assassin's Creed, dubbed in Japanese. I actually fell asleep. All right. Um, Oh, thank you. Okay, this shirt really. All right. Just Mike, since I'm Korean American, do I have I considered moving to Korea or does Japan suit me better? Um, you know what? That's a very good question. Even though I'm Korean, for some reason I don't feel Korean. Um, I don't know if it had to do with like people being mean to me when I was younger, but um, and yeah, in general, I felt like I don't know. Yeah, it probably was. I don't want to get too psychological, but I feel like Japan suits me just fine. I actually know it a little bit more than Korean now, so sometimes when I talk to my dad, I have to actually use Google Translate, say it in Japanese first, and then it'll translate to Korean, and then I'll have to fix the Korean to make it sound more natural. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, and I think actually I watched the news, the whole situation with North Korea right now. Um, yeah, it's a little scary. People are actually really worried. So yeah, yeah, okay. It's the humidity. Summer is going to suck. Yes. Michael, I just saw your comment. Thank you. I will get some strawberries. The thing is, like, okay, so YouTube has this thing where you have to hit a minimum threshold of a certain amount of money before it pays anybody out, any of its creators. Unfortunately, I don't make that much money from my YouTubes, although I would like to. So all my super chat donations, it's just all sitting on my YouTube piggy bank. So I'm just waiting for it to like hit the threshold, and then it'll like cash out, and then I can like collect and stuff. But when I collect, I am going to get some strawberries and I'm going to take a picture just for you, Michael. So thank you. All right. Scully. Kingo, that's hilarious. Mold and Scully. That's so cute. Okay. Have I ever thought about doing IRL streaming on Twitch? It would be so cool to just see you walking around and explore the town. IRL, can you explain to me what that is, Tattoo Mike? IRL. It sounds like I would just be walking around and exploring the town. I could do that. I kind of did that with my grocery episode. Um, and then if you go on my channel, you'll see. I think it's the first video, like it pops out and it's like, hey, I'm going grocery shopping. Grocery shopping. Oh my gosh. So like I hardly get to speak English now. So when I do, I feel like my mouth is moving in strange ways because the way that Japanese people talk is just very it's different. It's different. Okay. Donation hype. Oh, okay. You should get your birthday gift very, very soon. But I hope you had a good birthday. Um, let's see. We're about to dive deep into Kelly's psyche. No, not yet. You don't want to see me cry yet. Japanese dub of the live action Ghost in the Shell has the original voice actors from the original and standalone complex. That is interesting. I went with a group of people, and one of the girls, she really watched, actually, she watched all the Ghost in the Shell, everything, the movie, the TV series, standalone, complex. So I wanted to talk to her more and like know what her thinking was. Maybe I'll catch her next time. And she's not in high school. All right. Aw, thanks, Michael. Thank you. You're so sweet. Okay. Iron is real life on Twitch, which they added for things like Q&As, tours, and stuff. That is interesting. I will, you know what? Thanks, Kingo. I'm gonna actually look that up. Basically what your videos are, but live. People walk around with their phone on the selfie stick and just stream. Really? Okay. IRL. To do. To do. All right, that's on my to-do list. Thank you guys. Thank you. But I'm so curious. Okay, actually, never mind. Do you sometimes do this, you guys? Like you start asking the question, and then all of a sudden you see the answer to your question, so then you stop asking your question. Okay. All right. Okay. So here we go. In real life, basically the category that people use but not gaming. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay. Akasa walks on the streets doing his weekly Wednesday. What's up? That's just like gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Gunplay, gaming, and then hibachi dinner. Ooh, hibachi dinner. That sounds so delicious. And that reminds me, meat. Meat is expensive. It kind of is. So I was able to find a grocery store that has cheap meat, but the cheapest meat is pork, and then sometimes like red meat and then chicken. Yeah, but red meat can be like really expensive. And one of my students that I teach English, he used to work for the U.S. or he's a consultant, and he one of his clients worked for the USDA or the meat industry, and he said that you guys are all lucky back home, all lucky. The USDA approved meat is one of the highest meats that you can get. Um, the great thing about the US is it really goes through all its proper channels and grading its meat. So that's a great thing to know, you guys. If you guys go to the grocery store tonight, you go to Ralph's and you see USDA meat, you should be happy you're eating quality meat. Okay. Okay. Am I gonna see Fate and the Furious Wild Speed Icebreak? That's a good question, Billy. I would like to, but again, watching movies at the movie theaters here in Japan is expensive, and I know I mentioned this in my last stream, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but it's just a bit expensive. So, all right, yay, Michael, hearts, hearts. When will the Tokyo Trinity unite again? That is a great question, Saifu. Unfortunately, I had to be the one that kind of had to bow out because of my current working schedule. We're filming a movie in Japan and Singapore this coming summer. So I'm helping my boss with that, and also some new things have popped up. So I need to really start learning Japanese because I'm going to be interacting with the Japanese industry people. So that's why I had to take a step back. Yeah, I can't right now. I can't devote as much time to leaving my home unless it's for work. Yeah. But hopefully after the summer ends, I can come back to the Tokyo Trinity. I know Akasan did a meetup with DC-san yesterday for some people here in Tokyo. I wasn't able to be a part of that, unfortunately, but yeah, hopefully soon. Maybe sooner than after summer. But yeah, if only we could just always stay home and eat, and if I can get paid to socialize, that would be my dream. That would be my dream. Just getting paid to socialize and eat food with people. Okay. Um, let's see. Battery life. Yes. Kengo, thank you. Battery life. I do have some extra battery rectangle charger packs that I can carry with me, so not a problem. Okay, but thank you for mentioning that. Let's see. Korean barbecue. Yes, Singapore trip. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Would I like to meet Atsuko Tanaka, voice actress for the major? Sure. Yes. Unfortunately, like you're more knowledgeable in this than I am, Billy. So if I ever meet her along my industry path, then I will definitely yeah, give you a shout out or something. A mukbang channel. You know what? Food is expensive. I would like to, Henry. Yes, you did spell that right. I totally got that. Yes, and then one of my friends from what is it, years ago, Josh, he mentioned doing a mukbang too. But yeah. All right. Going back to living and working in Japan. So oh, it's 12:12, you guys. Ooh, okay. I'm here only till 12:30, so hopefully if you guys get all your questions out, I can like answer. Just letting you know, on Thursday, this Thursday, which is your Wednesday, one of my Patreon friends, he contributed to the highest tier, and one of the things that I wrote that I would do for that tier of Patreons is a drawing video. So I'm going to be doing a drawing just for him, and I might be doing it live streaming so I can catch your guys' comments as I draw. So, yes. All right. Let's see. Am I caught up on the current anime Attack on season 2? No, I'm not. I am not. Damn it! There's so many things to do, you guys. It's not even crazy. It's not even funny. But thank you for mentioning that. I will keep that in mind. Although in 7-Eleven, they've got the new Attack on Titan merchandise. Well, some of it. Um, and that's one great thing. Actually, not one, because the 7-Elevens here rock. Like, oh my gosh, they're nothing like the ones in the US. But they've got merchandise for popular anime. So like every couple of weeks, you'll see like a new anime stuff coming out. Yeah, and then right now it's Attack on Titan, and everyone's kind of grown up, so it's interesting. Okay, um, the good thing is, you guys, the good thing is, I'm not rigid with spoilers. Like I don't mind actually. Probably because I'm always reading scripts, or because I'm always in the industry. Like um, I don't really care for spoilers, so go ahead and spoil things. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, sometimes I get scripts way in advance of a production, so I'll know some things, and I don't know, just being I don't know exposed to that type of work habit, work style. I don't get surprised easily. Now horror movies, I think that's why I love horror movies so much because you can read a horror script but like you don't know how the editing or the music or the direction will really affect the outcome and how like a ghost will attack like a person or something. So I think that's why I love horror stories so much because I can really get surprised. So yay. All right, let's see. Boruto. Oh yeah, Naruto's kid. Let's see. Some of them there in Japan is so much better than the ones in the US. 7-Elevens here, they're just so much better. The quality of food, what they offer, mail service, everything is just amazing. Just, oh my gosh, how can I say it? I think for a little bit, Famima Family Mart was out in California for a little bit, and that's probably the closest that you'll find to like a Japanese convenience store here. But for some reason, the Famimas in California shut down, so boo. Okay, but really quick, Tattoo Mike, authentic quality Sukajan jacket. I do not know. I'll have to research that. Sukajan jacket. What is that? But really quick, I want to. The last thing I'm going to mention about living in Japan versus living in America or LA, for that matter, are trash days. Gosh, that feels so anticlimactic. We're talking about all these great things like 7-Eleven, and it's like trash day. Okay. Basically, though, trash here is taken out on certain days. Like, for example, today is Monday. So I could take out my cans and plastic bottles, but I can't bring out like normal trash. Because burnable trash, that's what they call it, burnable trash, biodegradable trash, um, is only on Tuesdays and Saturdays. But burnable trash is also taken into consideration with non burnable trash, which is like plastic wrappers. So they'll take both of those. So, just that mind of mine's thinking, well, if they're taking both burnable and non burnable, aren't people just going to like mix them together anyways because they're being taken on the same day? That's just me. And then Wednesday is your other type of plastic bottle day. Thursday is rest day. And then Friday is taking out cardboard day, or if you want to throw out clothes, that's the day to throw out clothes. But clothes can be burnable, so you can actually take those out on Tuesday or Saturday. But you can't toss, like, maybe you have a mattress. If you toss out a mattress, you actually have to pay money for people to take it away, like normal trash. And people don't like. I know in LA, people sometimes just throw out a mattress on the sidewalk. There's nothing like that here. Like nothing like that. And that's one good thing. Like everything is so super clean in Japan. Like you'll hardly see litter. So I'm a little worried when the Olympics are going to come around in 2020 because there's going to be so many people from so many countries, and there are not enough trash cans here in Japan. There's just not. If you want to throw away a piece of trash, you have to throw it away at the train stations or a convenience store. Just keep that in mind if you guys ever come out here. Yeah, so. And chats. Let me see your comments. Let's see. Upcoming comments on Wednesday. You're going to draw the eyes like that. All right, do that. Yes, I'm gonna draw the eyes just like that. That made me remember the Tekken, 500 US dollars. Whoa, double sided. That sounds really nice. Okay, Mark Van has one. Okay, so yeah, and then as far as that's one of the some of the differences of living in Japan and living in California, LA. Actually, that should be flipped. Sorry, it's so Japanese. So Japanese, they work from bigger to small. So for example, like a Japanese address would be like you specify the region, like Tokyo, and then you go to the specific ward, and then it goes more specific and more specific apartment name and the apartment number. But then as you know, it's flipped in the U.S. So that's why I'm saying like California, Los Angeles. All right. Yum 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 yum. Wait, I need a drink. Wait, this is pineapple juice. I had to get my fruits in somehow, so this is actually, you guys, it's so sad. I think it's pineapple flavored juice, but it's good. Okay. All right. So, working in Japan versus working in LA, is different. One thing I noticed, for example, is teaching English. I know being a teacher, especially in California, you are just not allowed to touch the students in any way. I think the only thing you can do is like a high five. Um, but like here in here in Japan, I've actually seen teachers like hug their students. And I'm like, whoa, yeah, that's the first reaction. I'm like, whoa, don't touch that student. Or yeah, but like, and then like they're just like so innocent. I don't know, it's just so pure. Oh, you're gonna go. Okay. Oh, bye, Ryu. Wait. No, no, no. Oh, Daniel. Daniel's saying bye. Okay. um, Rainy days, words, months, day, year. Yes, yes, Kingo. Pen pineapple. Ryu, no, no. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, Fortune Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh yes, working. And then working in Japan, there are no unions. Like especially in the entertainment industry, no SAG, no AFTRA. So people in general work overtime, and sometimes people just don't get paid overtime. And I know that would be like oh my gosh, hell back in the states because it's state mandatory that after 8 hours, you get like time and a half and double time. But here there's like no concept of overtime, and I know even though the legislators and political figures, they all talk about how they need to fix the overtime schedule. People just don't do it. There's really nothing going on, and it seems like a lot of times work is placed so importantly in people's lives that they just live to work. Like, yeah, and it's kind of sad. So that's why, like, even at like midnight, when I'm like sometimes just walking around the neighborhood, because a lot of times in Japan it's safe to walk around at night. Um, when I'm walking around like midnight or so, there's always somebody around. There's always somebody. So coming home from work or coming home from a business meeting. So yeah. But then I would say like with my work, my boss is pretty cool. He's very international minded. So yeah, like nothing to complain about there. So I think the only thing, like sometimes I wish, no, actually, I'm not gonna say that. I was just gonna say sometimes I wish I could work at a ramen restaurant just to know what it's like, because I feel like that's like, yeah, I'm getting in there and I'm learning about the food industry here in Japan. But I know working at a ramen restaurant is very, very difficult. I think there's a documentary on that too. So, okay. All right, here we go. Comments. Dun, 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 dun. Sephiroth, is there a high need for English dub voice actors? Yes and no. Mm, the market here for foreigners, um, honestly, you have to know Japanese. Um, the successful ones, at least. Yeah, so there might be pockets of jobs that you can do for English dubbing, but in general, I believe they bring it back to the States because they can localize it. And there's this company in Burbank, Bang Zoom Entertainment, and they specialize with a lot of the um, Japanese anime getting dubbed into English. So if you guys are interested in that, hit up Bang Zoom Entertainment in Burbank. They're one of the best. So okay. Oh my gosh, you guys got me talking about work. Here we go. Billy, I watched original or dub. I watched the original. I watched the original. Um, I like to watch the original like content of what it was outputted into. Do I get a lot of attention and stares when you go out with a selfie stick and start talking into the camera? Yes, I do. But here's a great thing about Japan in general. People are really nice and they'll just look and they just won't say anything. Except if I'm in an actual store and there's some type of like, security risks involved, then, someone will shut me down. But other than that, yeah, like if you guys see my Hanami video, which is a couple videos before this. My Hanami one, people were behind me, and you'll see people look into the camera, but there's like no, what is that? No, like, like no. Oh my gosh! I can't even. There's like nobody trying to crash your photo or like be obnoxious or anything like that. Everyone's like super nice. Sometimes actually people are a little shy, so they don't want to come on camera. So yeah. But then the funny thing is, I think when I was at the Yokohama Mall looking for a green something, a couple of the people they're like, "Who is that? Who is that? Do you know that channel?" Because like YouTube has been getting very popular, so you'll see a lot of like YouTubers out there doing their thing, and so it's almost natural for people to assume, "Oh, where's that person from? Is do they have a channel, etc., etc." So that's the cool thing. I think next time when I'm out with a selfie stick, I'll just have like a sign that says, "Go check out World of Cali," even though everyone here probably doesn't understand English. But all right. Da, 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 da. English is spoken in anime. Sounds really weird. It is weird. It is weird. I will never forgive them for pronouncing Naruto as Naruto. Naruto sounds like a bowl of noodles. It's Naruto. All right. Um, ramen houses. Yes, ramen houses can be very fast paced. Ichidaku ramen. Yeah, see, ramen place would be fun. Preparing the noodles and methods. Yes, it's very interesting. And people like, I don't know if you guys know, but here in Japan too, at a lot of the places, you can choose the hardness of your noodles. For example, if you want like more stiff noodles, that's how I like my noodles. I know that sounds a little strange. Or if you want limp noodles, you can actually order for that. You can actually order for more oily broth or light broth and stuff like that. So customization is possible for ramen. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Bang Zoom. Hey, Andrew! Tell Leanne hi for me. I love her posts on IG. Yeah, if you guys aren't following me on IG, Instagram, that's World of Cali. I post pictures more than I post videos. So yeah, you guys can catch me there. Big Zoom seems like a big one. Yes, they are big. And they're super nice. Their staff over there. Also has live auditions at AX. Yep. Over by the Cards and Games. Have I heard of Stephanie Justin? No, you know what? She sounds kind of familiar, but I don't think so. Okay. Um, Aw, Tattoo Mike, you remember the guy at the tea shop? He was hilarious, wasn't he? Okay. Squid ink fried rice. You know what? Unfortunately, color is very important to me. I can't eat anything that is black. I mean, like that's like yeah. I mean, I can do like rolls, like California rolls or like those type of rolls with the black seaweed around it. But anything else that's black, I just don't eat. Like licorice, aside from the taste, it just looks weird. Sorry. So I'm not gonna try the squid ink. All right. Just Mike, what's my go to eating place right now? Right now, recently, Oh gosh. Honestly, it's probably the convenience stores like 7-Eleven and Family Mart because everything is so cheap. Um Okay, but like let's see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, that's probably my like most consistent eating place. And then grocery shopping. But the good thing is, whenever I go see DC-san, actually, we're probably gonna hang out tomorrow. And we did a video at his favorite burger place. So I'm going to be editing that soon and putting it up because that is DC-san's favorite burger place. I think favorite restaurant. And it's really good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And what is that? That's called oh gosh, she's gonna kill me. What's it called? What's it called? Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Um, wait, it's in Shibuya. It's a hamburger place. Oh my gosh, wait. We were chatting. You guys, you guys, hold on just a second. It is at um Smokehouse. There we go. Okay. All right, you guys, that is it for my live stream. I know I had to set an alarm. Wait, really quick. What is it? Belfort's last question. How long do I plan to stay here for? That's a very good question. My visa is up until the later part of this year, so we'll see what happens after that. But yeah, yeah. I mean, if I stay here for the rest of my life, that's good too. I mean, everything is kind of I mean, aside from missing home, like food and everything and the American stuff and being American, like, you know, being American, aside from that, the way of living here is very peaceful. It's very relaxing. You can drive. You have the option of driving or taking public transportation, and public transportation is very efficient. Um, Everything is just open so late. Like you can walk everywhere. I feel safe. Like being a girl, I feel safe. Even though sometimes, like if I hear footsteps behind me, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do to kick this person's ass if they like try to like get me from behind? But other than that, yeah, yeah. So if I can stay here for forever as long as I can, and I don't know with the political situation back in America, yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me because I only can guess what it's like from the news. So yeah, yeah, it seems kind of scary. All right, I'm gonna wrap up with all your comments, and I'm gonna wrap up this video. Yes, I do. Thanks, Michael. Michael, you are a good manager. Honestly, you must be awesome at your job too. Have them like double your salary. All right. Yeah, I post reminders on Instagram for when I live stream. It's the easiest way for me to like put out notifications and send out a picture and stuff. So, uh, yeah, black licorice tastes kind of bad, Ryu. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, Michael. Yes, yes. Please get some rest and put something under your pillow so you can dream about it. Okay. um, Big Bang Burger. Hey, Pika. Hi. Yeah, you traveled to Japan 40 years in a row. Never known what place in Japan are the most dangerous. Yeah, honestly, there are some places that you know what, tourists will probably never go to those places that are dangerous anyways because I feel like Japan is catered to keep tourists safe. So if you kind of stay where you're supposed to stay, yeah, I don't know. I don't hear about any tourists getting something or something bad happening to them. Like especially in Tokyo, like everything's relatively safe. So yeah, I know in LA, I can definitely tell you where all the bad areas are. Or I don't want to say bad areas, but just the areas where I'm like, I don't feel safe being by myself. So, yes, my main concern is a forest. It is. And lately, some things have been missing from the apartment. So, I don't know. Okay, poltergeist. Yeah, who knows what'll happen in the future too. Can I be a dual citizen in Japan? Mm, I'm not sure about that, but I'm not giving up my U.S. citizenship. I'm definitely keeping that, like, yeah. So, Trump trained. Okay. Thank you so much, Tattoo Mike, for catching the stream. I really appreciate it. Um, oh, and Victor, thank you. Thank you. My life in Japan. Oh, your first time to Japan will be for the Olympics. That's great. You're gonna like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be so, it's gonna be so exciting for you. Like, I see all the renovations and construction happening right now. It's gonna be awesome. You should definitely be excited. And Airbnb, like, I've heard so many people say Airbnb like rocks, and a lot of them they provide pocket Wi-Fi, so you'll never like be in need for like a McDonald's or Starbucks as long as you have that. So okay. Oyasumi, Ryu. Okay. And yes, yes. Bye, Ronald. Bye, Ronald. Have a good night. Yes, Michael got my business card because he hit that Patreon tier. Thank you so much, Michael. Have a great night, Sephiroth. Billy with actress to play quiet in Metal Gear Solid. Oh, okay. I have to revisit that game. Okay. Bye, Billy. Thank you so much for checking out the video game. Aw, Kengo, a lot of business cards. Most places in LA are sketchy. Yes, yes. All right. Have a good day. All right, you guys, that is it. If you guys have any comments, let me know below. Other than that, that is it. Thank you so much. All right. Bye. Oh, wait, really quick. Doing the last plugs. My Thursday, your Wednesday, I'll be doing another stream, but I'm drawing. I'll be drawing. And then, yeah, patreon.com/world of Cali. Thank you so much.